My enemies are many. My equals are none. In the shade of olive trees, they said Italy could never be conquered. In the land of pharaohs and kings, they said Egypt could never be humbled. In the realm of forest and snow, they said Russia could never be tamed. Now they say nothing. They fear me, like a force of nature, a dealer in thunder and death. I say, I am Napoleon. I am Emperor. Burn it!
Hello and welcome back to another video. In this one, we are going to be playing some Napoleon Total War Definitive Edition. I've decided to do something different because I've been playing a lot of Ground Branch lately. The Ground Branch videos are still going to be coming out. It's just that that's all I've done really so far, so we're going to be playing some Napoleon. Right, so we're going to be playing through Napoleon's campaigns, and we're going to start on the tutorial. So this is between the time period of 1778 and 1793. Set during Napoleon's youth, this tutorial will teach you the basics of Total War's campaign game. With the help of Louis Alexander Beffier, Napoleon's most trusted staff officer, his help will guide you through the various trials that Napoleon encountered during his early life, culminating in the siege of Toulon. Okay, right, so let's start, and I'm going to be quiet because there should be a cutscene.
Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. A lifetime of peace and simplicity. This book is the record of a man who wanted more. A man who wanted everything. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte. Soldier, general, emperor. Yet, all things have a beginning. There was a time when Napoleon was just a boy. A boy from Corsica. Ambition. Instilled in the mind of a child, it becomes a powerful force. From an early age, Napoleon was taught that ambition can make a man great. His father had done everything in his power to secure a place for his young son in a school on the mainland, far from Corsica and the confines of island life. Welcome to Corsica. You're about to learn how to build an empire through conquest and diplomacy, establish vast and profitable trade routes, research new and exciting technologies, and advance Napoleon's military power on both land and sea. Fame and glory await. Let's start by getting comfortable with the camera controls. To move the camera around the map, simply press and hold the middle mouse button while moving the mouse in any direction. You can also zoom in and out of the campaign map by rolling the middle mouse button back and forth. Let's select your general, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Okay, let's select.
Move your mouse cursor over him and then left-click to select him.
Okay.
Monsieur, vos ordres?
Napoleon has a set number of movement points that can be used in each turn of the game. The distance he can move is shown by the large colored area around him on the map. Each time Napoleon moves, this area becomes smaller until his movement points for the turn are exhausted.
Okay.
Also, within the character's movement area is a slightly smaller area in a different color. This is the zone of control. An enemy army or navy that enters the zone during the turn can be attacked.
Alright, so they can be attacked.
Try moving Napoleon to the port of Bastia on the northeast coast of Corsica. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the map on the intended destination with your mouse.
Okay, let's do it.
À gauche, marchez!
Right, send him to port.
Towns, ports and cities form the backbone of your nation. Double left-click on one of them to open its information panel. This panel contains information about your city, including its public order levels, wealth, and current population number. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel.
Okay.
Once you have finished everything you want to do during this turn, select the End Turn button at the bottom.
We know
As
this.
Napoleon prepared to leave his island home, he must have been nervous. He was a boy leaving his family behind for a life in a strange new place. If only he had known that he was starting out on a path that would change the face of Europe forever. A ship has arrived to take Napoleon to the French mainland. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the ship to board it. Notice that the ship automatically moves towards Napoleon. And if he has enough movement points left in this turn, he will board the ship. Having
À
boarded the
gauche,
ship,
marchez!
you now need to select a destination. Select the ship and right-click near the southern coast of France to allow Napoleon to reach
There
the
we go.
French mainland.
Right, I'm going to kind of speak over some of the stuff he says because otherwise I'm going to be completely silent. Right, I can end my turn now.
With his father, Napoleon traveled to mainland France to begin his schooling. From the moment he saw his new home, Napoleon fell in love. The beautiful countryside and cities must have been impressive to a boy from a small island. Perhaps he dared to dream that one day he would own all that beauty. With the camera now on Switzerland, quickly move back to Napoleon using the radar map at the bottom left of the screen. Simply left-click on the area of the map within the radar panel that you wish to view. The camera will then move there. Try using this method to
Okay,
change
so
the view to Napoleon. Then
already done
select
that.
him and make your way to the Swiss border.
Okay, and let's go there.
Immédiatement!
Really sure if you double click they go quicker, but
Message
D'autres
boxes
ordres?
will appear during most turns on the left-hand side of the screen. As this is an important message, it will
Okay,
automatically open.
we'll agree
You
to
are
that.
about to enter another faction's territory. To see the diplomacy panel allows you to seek alliances, form trade agreements, and use other nations' land for military access. Switzerland is currently allied with France, and you have military access to their land. As it is a rich and wealthy nation, you should seek a trade agreement to increase France's... Select the Request Trade Agreement option from the left-hand side of the screen. With a trade agreement, France receives additional wealth each turn for as long as the agreement is in effect. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything.
And we're done with
A victim
that
of bullying, Napoleon held his head high. Other children may have drawn in upon themselves. He had the fierce pride of his father, and when asked to kneel before a schoolmaster, he calmly replied that a man bows only before God. This maxim would follow him into his adult years. Make your way to Reims with Napoleon.
Let's go.
As you have chosen to move Napoleon to
Yes,
a
it's gonna take
destination
a bit of time.
outside of his movement area, additional arrows have been drawn on the map to display the number of turns required to reach the destination. Each arrow represents one turn. Press the space bar to speed up movement and land and sea. Both
There we
units
go.
and turn times will now accelerate. Press the space bar again to return to the default speed.
There you go. Yay, we've arrived.
To construct a college, select the town of Brienne. Then mouse over its construction site icon. Each building takes a certain number of turns to construct.
This
This
one takes
number
30.
is displayed on the building's icon. To review information relating to your current missions, select the Objectives button at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, there it is.
The Objectives panel displays your active mission,
Right, so we need
as
to
well
build
as...
all of
Do not forget to click the End Turn button
Yes, I
once
know. I know.
Traveling between regions can be made faster by improving the roads within them. To do this, select Reims and then select the Infrastructure tab. Then, mouse over the construction.
Done. And that's the college complete as well. Excellent.
The construction of the college is now finished. Click on the Research and Technology button at the bottom of the screen the Research and Technology panel shows military, administrative and industrial technology trees. Simply left-click on the technology icon within one of the trees to start research. Do not forget to click the End Turn button. Gentlemen such as this can be used in a variety of different ways. Dueling, stealing technology from other nations, and speeding up your own technology research time.
Okay.
Let's use this gentleman
Monsieur?
to help with research at the nearby college. Your gentleman is now
un lieu
inside the college.
d'apprentissage et de
And-
culture.
Each time a technology is successfully researched, you will be presented. Napoleon went to study at the École Militaire, a renowned military school that prepared him for his glittering career. He studied the lives of great military leaders, paying particular attention to Alexander's campaigns. He dreamed of emulating his heroes, something that few can turn into reality. But this was not the case for Napoleon. Make your way to Paris with Napoleon. Napoleon is garrisoned within Reims. To exit,
avant!
simply
Pour la
right-click on an
couronne
area
et
to
le
build a
pays!
cannon foundry, select Paris, and then the Construction tab on the Review panel. Now, select the Cannon Foundry drop-down icon from the empty building site. Notice that you can build many different types of buildings in a city.
There we
And
go.
that city, do not forget to click the end. During this campaign, Napoleon has gained various personality traits. Traits can be both positive and negative, and they are acquired as your generals do things and go places. To view your general's traits, You will find the Building Browser button useful now that you have a large number of buildings in your The Building Browser shows the types and locations of your buildings. Click on any of the buildings to see how it can be upgraded. This panel shows you the chain of upgrades available for the building you have selected. You can also use the arrows at the top of the panel to cycle through your various regions to see which buildings they contain. This is a useful method to see if any buildings can be upgraded in your empire. To recruit a unit, select Paris and then the Recruitment tab on the Review panel. Now select to view information about a specific.
Right, that's us recruited our first unit.
The Revolution. A time of upheaval and a shining opportunity for Napoleon. Social position counted for nothing. Ambition would take a man anywhere, and Napoleon had it in abundance. Opportunity was coupled with hardship. Napoleon lost his father, but now he had a destiny to create. Make your way to Dijon with Napoleon.
D'autres ordres?
His little legs move so fast. Right, what's this? A musket manufacturer. So we need to construct
To
that
start
building.
building the musket manufactory, remember to do not forget to click the edit. Workers are on strike in Paris.
Okay.
Ignore them for the time being.
Okay.
To increase your nation's wealth, upgrade your towns and farms throughout France.
Okay, let's see what we can upgrade. Great estates. We'll do that. We can't do that. Right, we've not got that much left.
Paris is now rioting. Pressing the home key will focus the camera on your capital. You must stop the riot before the situation turns into a full-blown rebellion.
Okay.
Now, click on the Government button at the bottom of the screen to deal with the unrest.
Okay.
To set the tax levels for the upper and lower classes of France, simply slide the rule. You will now notice that the map of Europe will start to change in color depending on the taxes rate you have set for your country. By increasing taxes, you are more likely to upset people, as shown in red. By reducing them, you will increase happiness, as shown in green.
Okay.
Another way to improve the
I didn't
happiness
see a
of the
color.
city's people is to construct buildings such as opera houses or museums. You may wish to add one of these buildings in Paris.
We'll see if we get more money.
After the loss of his father, Napoleon was left without a guide. He found a new mentor in Baron Dutheil, the man who was to nurture his talent for artillery and set the young Napoleon on the path to greatness.
Okay, so they want us to build a dockyard. Trade agreement cancelled. Oh,
Select
well.
the port of Genoa. Now, select the trading port icon on the review panel. With this selected, click on the Change Building Type button at the bottom of the screen. With the dockyard completed, we can defend our seas against the Sardinians and other aggressors.
Recruit 74 ships. What, 74 gun ship of the line? It's a
To start
fairly
recruiting your
decent ship
fleet,
for that time
select
period.
Genoa and then the Naval Recruitment tab from within the review panel at the bottom of the screen.
Boom.
Do not forget to click Sea trade is vital. The Sardinians have a trade route nearby, and it would be a good idea to indulge in a little piracy. Select your other ship and right-click on the trade route. With the trade route under our control, the Sardinians will struggle to make money from it.
Okay.
Do not forget to click the Enter.
Okay. Might be able to build them a opera house now in Paris.
Garrisoning units within a rioting city will also help stop the unrest. Recruit a unit of dragoons to help, as they have a greater policy. Do not forget to click the Enter.
There we go.
In his first action, Napoleon proved that he was a more than capable soldier. He was able to look battle in the face, unblinking and undaunted. He took this bravery and returned to Corsica, the island home that he had left so long ago.
Blockade port.
To blockade a port, simply select one of your ships and then right-click on the port you want to blockade. Once the ship reaches the port, it will automatically start the blockade. The port will remain closed until the enemy sends an army or fleet to lift the blockade, or until your ship leaves.
Okay.
Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you
Make peace.
select the Diplomatic Relations button, and then select Sardinia from the list of nations on the Diplomacy panel. You have successfully made peace with Sardinia.
Excellent.
The waters along our southern coast will be safe again. Toulon, 1793. Napoleon was given his chance and control of the artillery after the previous commander was injured. Napoleon's attention to detail and confidence made quite an impression on his superiors, and they sang his praises to Paris. His reputation was being made.
Infiltrate city.
This is our nation's secret weapon, the spy. Before you send your army to besiege Toulon, a spy can sabotage buildings, assassinate generals, or discover vital information about the enemy. Spies and other agents can be found easily using the list button at the bottom of the screen. The panel will show you useful information about your agents, your armed forces, and your regions. To infiltrate a city, select your spy and then right-click on the city in question. Select the infiltrator. Once the spy enters the city, you will see him in the Agent tab of the Review panel. From here, you will be able to carry out various tasks from the next turn onwards, including assassinations and sabotaging enemy buildings. In light of the information from your spy, it would be wise to increase your army in size and strength. Make sure you have recruited cannons and line infantry from Paris before you attack the city.
Let's recruit ourselves an army. What?
To attack the city of Toulon, select your army or armies and then right-click on the city.
I'm gonna
En
make him out
attente de vos
there.
ordres. Trompe, en avant. À vos ordres. Oui.
They're
Marchez.
getting left in Paris.
À vos ordres.
I'll join them up.
Ballon prêt.
Here we go.
With your nation close to bankruptcy, it would be wise to increase taxes throughout your lands.
Commencez le
pre-battle
siège.
panel has vital information in determining how to attack or defend against your enemy. Apart from showing you the troops, which each army contains and their size, it also shows you how likely you are to win or lose, indicated by the colored bar at the center of the panel.
Okay.
At the bottom of the panel, you will notice various attacking options. These buttons allow you to either continue or break a siege on your enemy's stronghold, attack the enemy by playing or
victoire
by
est à nous.
auto-resolve.
Well, we took it.
Hailed as a hero, Napoleon had his first taste of fame and loved it. With the power of the military, he could achieve anything. That much was abundantly clear to the young and ambitious officer. All he needed was one chance to build his power base and seize control of the nation he had so admired. He would not have long to wait. As the British warships fled the harbor, so did Napoleon's last doubts in his abilities. He had stepped from the shadows to take command and led his soldiers to victory. At 24, Napoleon was a brigadier general of artillery. Now, he wanted an army. The years of waiting were almost over.
Right, so that was part one. We will be doing Italy. I will be doing that. I will either release the video later on today at some point. More than likely I'll release it tomorrow. And I'll probably do a ground branch video tomorrow as well. So anyway, that's all. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day.